Today we are going to learn a new lesson, that is lesson number 5, winds. Children, we know very well we cannot see wind, but we can feel it, right? So see, when there is no electricity in our house and all, what will happen? We automatically start feeling hot. Okay, we start feeling warm around us. Okay, why? Because there is absence of air, there is absence of wind. Okay, in our surrounding. So once the electricity is there, and when we switch on, even if we switch on the button, okay, of the fan, what happens? The fan starts rotating, and we experience what? We experience wind, we experience air around us. Okay, and we know very well what is wind. We have studied in our previous chapter. Wind is what? It is generated because the air, it travels from a region of high air pressure to a region of low air pressure. Okay, so this movement of air is called as what? Wind. Okay, and even when certain objects in our surrounding move, we experience wind, right? When when we actually increase the speed of the fan, even you can observe that the curtains in your houses, they also start moving. Even the papers, newspapers and all, they also start moving. Why? Because they are lightweighted, they can easily move. Okay, now see children, moving ahead, here there is one activity. Even here in this activity, we are going to observe the papers. Okay, and here we are going to observe that how these two papers on your screen, you can see that how these two papers are actually moving and what is the reason behind it. Okay, so first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to take two papers, okay, and we are going to roll it, and we are going to keep it on the same distance. At the same distance, we are going to keep it, right? So now what happens? We have to move these two papers, okay, so that they will, and we have to see which paper moves fast and which is moving slowly. Okay, which paper is moving fast and which paper is moving slowly. So here we can see that clearly that the girl is holding a notebook in her hand, right? And here what this boy is doing, he is trying to blow air from his mouth. Okay, so now what is happening? As this girl is with the help of the notebook, she is waving the notebook, right? So here what is happening? With a force, right? With a force, she is waving the book. Now what is happening here is, here the paper, the roll of the paper, it actually moves fast. Why? Because of the speed. Or here what is having, the air is moving fast, okay, in right, with a fast speed. But here what is happening, the boy is actually moving, it is actually blowing the paper, okay, right, from his through his mouth. Okay, so now what is happening here? As per his capacity, he's trying to blow the air. Okay, so here what is happening? This paper is moving slowly. Okay, this paper is actually, the roll of paper is moving slowly. So here we can see that because of the speed, right, because of the speed of the air, there we can see that we can observe the difference, right? We can observe the difference that this paper, this roll of paper is moving fast and this roll of paper is moving slowly. Okay, so now here, moving ahead children, moving ahead, as we know that the air pressure is not uniform across the earth's surface, right? We know very well it is not uniform, it is not same everywhere. Okay, somewhere it is more, somewhere it is less, right? So what happens in this case? The air pressure is not uniform everywhere, so we experience a difference. Okay, we experience a difference in air pressure. So air moves from higher pressure areas towards low pressure areas in a horizontal manner. Okay children, we have studied how winds are generated, 5 elements of weather we have studied, and in that winds were also there. Okay, so we have studied how winds are formed. Okay, so air moves from higher pressure areas towards low pressure areas in a horizontal manner. So winds are generated due to such movement, due to such horizontal movement of air. Okay, children. So when the air moves in the horizontal manner, winds are actually formed. They are generated. The extent of difference in the air pressure affects the velocity of the wind. Okay, children. See, the extent of difference in air pressure, it affects what? It affects the velocity. Now velocity is what we know very well. Since 6th standard we are learning velocity term. It is what? It is the speed, okay, with respect to direction, right? So here, due to the extent of difference in the air pressure, it affects the velocity, its speed, okay, of the wind. So if there is less difference in the pressure, winds blow with less velocity. Here, children, see, when there will be less difference in the air pressure, winds will actually blow with less velocity. Winds blow with greater velocities if the pressure difference is greater. Simple, right? This concept is very easy, right? Greater velocity, right? See here, what will happen? There, when there is will be less difference in the air pressure, winds are going to blow with less velocity. When the winds are actually, when there will be greater air pressure, winds are going to blow with greater velocities. Okay, yes, this is a very simple concept. Wind speeds also varies. Okay, children, see, varies means what? It changes. It is not constant everywhere. It varies. Okay, wind speed, it also varies. Wind velocity is measured in the units of knots or kilometers per hour. Okay, children, how we measure the how wind velocity is measured? It is measured in the units of knots or kilometers per hour. Okay. Now please keep in mind this. This is very important term. Now here, moving ahead. Now moving ahead, children, this is a picture. Here you can clearly see that. Just a second. Here, children, you can see that. Now see here. When we consider the earth as a whole, okay, when we are considering earth as the whole, we find the direction of winds is influenced by the rotation of the earth. As we know very well, earth rotates around its own axis. So when we are considering the earth as a whole, we find the direction of the winds is influenced by the rotation. They get what? They get influenced by the rotation of the earth. So see, children, you have in a textbook also there is one picture, change in the direction of winds. Okay, you can observe that picture. Okay, so children, so now see here, what happens is, in the northern hemisphere, winds get deflected towards the right of their original direction. What happens, children? In the northern hemisphere, winds get deflected. Okay, they get deflected. They move towards the right of their original direction. Whereas in the southern hemisphere, what happens? They get deflected towards the left of their original direction. Okay, so now see what is happening here. What I was trying to tell you, in the northern hemisphere, okay, in the northern hemisphere, when if for example if the winds are moving in this direction, what happens? They tend to get deflected towards the right of their original direction, right? So where will they move? They will tend to move in this direction, towards their right. Okay, and what happens in the southern hemisphere? If they are moving in this direction, they will tend to move towards their left. Okay, they will tend to move towards their left. Okay, now what happens? The direction, this direction has been shown. Okay, see children, there is the picture in the textbook also, change in the direction of the winds. Okay, you can observe these changes in that picture also. The rotation from west to east causes this change in the direction of the winds. Okay, children, why such changes takes place? Because we know very well rotates around its own axis. So what happens? The rotation from west to east causes such changes in the original direction of the winds. Okay, now children, here we are going to observe this picture. We are going to observe this picture now. Here. Now see what happens. What happens? This picture is about, see children, in our previous chapter we have studied about the pressure belts, how they are formed. Okay. So now we are going to observe about the winds. Okay. Here you can see between the equatorial low pressure belt and mid latitudinal high pressure belt, there is what? There is the easterlies. Okay. These are the winds which are blowing in this region. Whereas from mid latitudinal to subpolar low pressure belts, there are the westerlies winds. And subpolar to the poles. Okay. There are what? There are the polar winds which are blowing in that region. Okay. Now what are that? We are going to study in detail. Now see children, winds are known by the direction. Winds are known by the direction from which they blow. Okay. So see, when the winds are blowing in the western, okay, so when they are blowing from the west, they are called as what? Westerlies, right? When they are moving, that blowing from the east direction, they are called as easterlies. Okay. The direction of blowing, the duration means the time taken, the regions covered. Okay. Region means through which the regions, from which regions that wind is blowing, which are the regions it is covering when it is blowing, and the condition of air in that region determines the following wind types. Okay. What are the wind types we are going to study now? Okay. Now they are what? They are the planetary winds. First one is what children? Planetary winds. Now see, some winds blow regularly on the earth from high to low pressure belts throughout the year. Right children? There are certain winds, they blow regularly on the earth from high to low pressure belts throughout the year. So these winds actually cover a large portion of the earth, right? As they are moving throughout the year, what happens? They are actually covering the large portion of the earth. Hence, these are called as what? Planetary winds. Such winds are called as what? Planetary winds. For example, the easterlies, westerlies, and the polar winds. They are what? They are the examples of the planetary winds. Okay, children, they see. Don't forget, such winds they are blowing regularly on the earth from high to low pressure belts throughout the year. And these winds, they actually cover a large portion of the earth. Hence, they are called as what? Planetary winds. And their examples are what? Easterlies, westerlies, and the polar winds. Now, moving ahead, in both the hemispheres, the winds blow from the high pressure area between 25 degree and 35 degree parallels to the equatorial low pressure belt. Okay, in both the hemisphere, you can, in the previous picture, you must have seen that I have shown you the winds which are blowing from the equatorial low pressure belt in the mid latitudinal. See here in this picture, you can see equatorial low pressure belt, mid latitudinal high pressure belt, subpolar low pressure belt. We have observed this. Okay. So in both the hemispheres, the winds blow from the high pressure area between 25 degree and 35 degree parallel to the equatorial low pressure belt. So due to rotation of the earth, their original direction, what happens? It changes. Okay. It actually changes due to the rotation of the earth. So in the northern hemisphere, what happens? They blow from the northeast to the southwest. Whereas in the southern hemisphere, what happens? They blow from the southeast to the northwest. See children, what is happening in the northern hemisphere? These winds, how they are blowing? They are blowing from the northeast to the southwest. Whereas in the southern hemisphere, they blow from southeast to the northwest. These winds coming from both the sides converge. Converge means what? They meet at a certain point near the equatorial calm belt. So where they are converging, where they are meeting at the equatorial calm belt. So these winds are known as easterlies. What are they known as? Easterlies. See children, here you can observe in this picture. You can clearly see these winds. Okay, easterlies. Okay. Yeah, now moving ahead. In both the hemispheres, winds blow from the mid-latitudinal high pressure belt to the sub-low pressure belt situated near the 60-degree parallel. Right now we are going to observe at 60-degree parallel. Their original direction again changes due to the rotation of the earth. So now what happens here? Let's see. In the southern hemisphere, these winds blow from the northwest to the southeast, and in the northern hemisphere they blow from the southwest to the northeast, and they are called as what? Westerlies. Okay, what are they called as? Westerlies. So in the both the hemisphere, winds blow from the polar high pressure belt to the subpolar low pressure belt. They are called as what? Polar winds. See, I have shown you which are lying at 55 degree to 65-degree parallel, right? In between that parallel, they are called as what? Polar winds. So generally they blow from east to west. Now children, last topic for today's session is local winds, another type. Now what are these local winds? We are going to study. These local winds are what? The winds that blow for a short duration of time. See, planetary winds were what? They were blowing throughout the year, right? But the winds that blow for a short duration of time originate in a specific region. Okay, these winds are what? They are originating in a specific regions, and they blow over a limited area only. That is why they are called as what? Local winds. Such winds are called as what? Local winds. Why they are called as local winds, children? Because they blow for a short duration of time. They originate in a specific region. Okay, they are not originating everywhere. In a specific region only they are originating, and they blow over a limited area only. Such winds are called as what? Local winds. Local winds affect the climate of the region where they blow. Okay, so these winds what? They affect the climate of the region where they are blowing. These winds are known by different local names in different regions where they blow. Okay, children, so they are given the local names, okay, in the different regions where they blow. So see children, today we are going to stop here, and we are going to cover the remaining topics in our next session.